So
Oh no, I scared the cat.
yeah.
That's like all his lives have now gone. He has one life left, right?
So Tyrion is like really, really afraid of men because he lives with a single woman and isn't used to like deep voices or anything.
Well, he'll
So
have
yeah.
to, well, he'll have
Yeah.
to us.
So we finally have this work, and but first I want you to talk about your story and how you founded the brand because I think it's probably like one of the most inspiring things I've ever heard.
Thanks. I started Clark's Botanicals never imagining that I would have a business or products on a shelf. I used to work in fashion and I had a spinal cord injury the day that I was promoted. And I dove into a pool thinking it was the deep end, but it was actually the shallow end. And when that happened, my chin hit the bottom of the pool and my head snapped back with such force that it shattered my C3, C4 vertebrae, which is that little bump in the back of your neck. And I was told that I wouldn't be able to breathe, talk on my own, move my arms or my legs. And the side effect of my injury is that my skin stopped sweating. And when that happened, my skin just looked like it was 10 years older than it actually was. I started to develop incredibly dry patches of skin, very oily patches of skin. Then it was flaky, red, reactive to every ingredient that I tried, and $300 creams and $3 creams prescription over the counter. And I turned to my father, who's a medical doctor, as well as homeopathic doctor. And I told him that I wanted to look the way that I felt. And I feel good. You know, I feel energetic. I feel happy. I feel like myself again. But I didn't look that way. And so we spent 5 years and 78 different formulations, literally making it in our kitchen, which is exactly the room underneath where I'm right now, because right now I'm in my bedroom.
I love that.
Yeah. So we were mixing it in the kitchen, and we tried all these different versions of rosehip oil, lavender oil, other essential oils. Chamomile was too basic, and it would make my skin more red than calm, until we read an article in a scientific journal, in Nature magazine actually, about the benefits of jasmine. So Jasmine Absolute is a proprietary mixture that's the core of all of Clark's Botanicals, and it's the only thing that worked for my skin. And then my skin started to look good again. And so then my sister started to notice that my skin looked good, and so she would steal some. And then mom started to steal some. And little by little, people just started seeing a change in their own skin, and that's how we started.
I love that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I think it's just such an inspiring story of like really like having something terrible happen and doing something really good from it.
It was a time in my life when I felt like I was just doing physical therapy all day. And this traumatic experience had just happened to me where I felt alone. And this is a brand that literally started from a hospital bed. And I felt like, ironically, I used to work in fashion, and I felt like an industry like beauty or fashion would be the last thing that would make me feel included in the world again. But you know, what a lovely surprise to be, you know, embraced by you and by everybody in the beauty industry to give me a sense of purpose again. And all of the products also give back to the Christopher Reeve Foundation. So we give a percentage of proceeds back to them, and I'm an ambassador for the Reeve Foundation. So it connected my former life in fashion, my injury, and my new life in beauty to giving people a voice while looking good. So, you know, you can look good and use products that are actually good for your skin and stimulate your skin. So
I love that.
thanks.
Should we nerd out over ingredients? Like, I feel like
yeah, I would love that.
so just as a little background, Chris, we went to drinks. Was it a week ago?
Yeah.
And you were just telling me all about vitamin E and vitamin C and the encapsulation process and like clean versus dirty products. Can you kind of just share that, like a nice condensed version of that with these guys? Because I think that it's really powerful and informative.
Absolutely. So what I like to think about with Clark's Botanicals, I think about the way that I was raised. So my father's a medical doctor, so we use the best of science, and he also practices homeopathy and the best of nature. And when we started to formulate with Clark's Botanicals, we look at, if you look at our Retinol Rescue Overnight Cream, for example, it uses the gold standard ingredient that every dermatologist will say works for your skin, retinol, but how do you make it so that more sensitive skin types could use it? So what we did is we encapsulated retinol, making it a little bit weaker than a typical retinol, but so it would work for hours as you're using it on your skin. It also makes it a little bit weaker so that if you typically get a little bit of redness or sensitivity to it, it's actually going to be gentle enough for you to use every day. Then we coupled it with colloidal oatmeal, which is that ingredient that just helps to calm your skin and bring it back to neutral. And
That's
we
so smart.
yeah, so using a good balance of science and nature, and then vitamin C, we encapsulated that as well, so that you're brightening your skin, getting rid of spots that you might have in your skin naturally. So you're using retinol with these two other ingredients that is just working on anti-aging from every different angle overnight.
Yeah.
So then when you wake up in the morning, it already worked. Like you don't have to do anything after you wake up after using that product. So it's like you go to bed, you wake up, you look better when you wake up.
Yeah, yeah. I really like that because I'm not a morning person, so I like to do like a really intense.
Clearly we're not. If we're doing this at 8 p.m. on a Sunday, we're not morning people.
Yes, I know. Thanks everyone for staying up with us and watching.
Yes.
But we have like a ton of reader questions. Should we start going through those?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So what do you mean when we talk about this a lot? When we say a product is high tech, what does that mean?
When a product is what?
High tech.
High tech. So innovation in skincare for me does not necessarily mean using the latest ingredient that every other product might be using. It's about using the ingredients in the right way and making sure that they work in synergy. So if you look at our neck cream, there was a question about that.
Yeah, it's on the list.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to incorporate
we're going to get
that.
to it, but yeah.
So if you look at the retinol, the age-defying neck cream and décolleté treatment, so use it on your chest and your neck, we're incorporating retinol palmitate, which is a more gentle version of retinol. So you can use that on the more thin layers of the skin on your neck and your chest. And then using different types of algae and L-ornithine. So it's going to give you kind of a more lifted, sculpted look around the jawline and the neck. It uses mineral diffusers, so it's going to look good as soon as you put it on. And it's going to give you this soft moisturizing effect. But the algae gives you long-lasting moisturization while you're putting it on. And then you could put on morning and night. The good thing about this product is that it's dry finish, so you could put on your favorite dress or shirt. It's not going to stain it. Like it's not going to get greasy or anything. Yeah. It's a dry finish product. But that's an example of innovation because you're using ingredients in the right way so that one builds upon the other with the Jasmine Absolute. So the Jasmine Absolute's acting like a catalyst for the other bioactives that we use.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
So the next question, are the ingredients in your products natural and organic?
We like to use as many natural ingredients as we can, but the vitamin C that we use when it's encapsulated, you're taking a natural ingredient and you are making it lab made, but you're actually making it stronger than if you found it in nature. Yeah. So that is an example of why I don't like to say that we're 100% natural, because we even take natural ingredients and help to fortify them. Vitamin E, we use the lab-made tocopherol acetate, which is stronger than a typical vitamin E. So you're getting more benefit from it. You're getting more of a benefit from this type of vitamin E. And that's something that we like to do with all of our products. The apple stem cells that we use in the Retinol Rescue Eye Serum helps to give you this, it's almost like I like to call it like spandex for your eyes because it kind of like lifts them up even if you're tired.
That was one of my questions for you was like, how do you make that serum so amazing? You guys, it's like the best eye cream I've ever tried in my whole life. And I'm like I get dark circles and under eye bags. I have not been using it today. But like,
yeah, and you know what? There's a trick. If you put it in the fridge, there's a ceramic applicator, and it gets even cooler when you put it in the fridge.
Okay.
So using the apple stem cells with algae extracts, with time-release retinol and colloidal oatmeal, you're getting a retinol treatment around the eye area, above and below the eye, and it's going to give you this immediate tightening effect, but it's also moisturizing. So
yeah, because it doesn't dry out your skin, which I have really dry skin.
Exactly. I feel like I'm charging the phone when I'm charging at the phone when I ask questions. Yeah, and you're right, tech neck is a real struggle because we're always looking down now at our phones.
Always.
And you're putting a strain on different parts of the skin of the neck that you weren't before. So it's important, and you neglect the neck. That's another thing is that, you know, we moisturize and we use serums on our face and all these different active ingredients on our face. But then you forget about your neck and your chest. And a lot of times that's where a lot of the sun damage is your décolleté and your shoulders. Yeah. So it's important to treat those areas as well. And that's why we have about 18 active ingredients in our neck cream, because we want to make sure that if you have been neglecting your neck and your chest, then you can kind of catch up to your face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
The next question is, how do you get rid of dark circles?
Our anti-puff eye cream is great for
Would you recommend that over the Retinol Rescue?
I like to use both. Okay. So if you want a more intensive treatment, use the Retinol Rescue Eye Serum first. The cool thing about the Retinol Rescue Eye Serum is that if you have it in your bag, like your work bag or your purse, whatever, if your hands are dirty, it has its own ceramic applicator. Yeah. So you pop the cap off, you pull the cap off, you don't twist it off, and then you tap it underneath and above the eye, and it's like a gentle cooling massage. And then it doesn't matter if you haven't washed your hands or not. You can put it on over makeup because the retinol is going to penetrate. I didn't know that. Yeah, it's still going to work, and it's not shiny. Yeah. You just use very little. Okay. The anti-puff eye cream is really cool because it uses hexapeptide 11 in it, which is going to help with the fine lines and wrinkles above and below the eye. And if you keep that in the fridge, it's actually going to help to depuff even more. So that uses a natural caffeine derivative, which helps to depuff under the eyes and above the eyes. Okay. And it has natural silica. So that the natural silica particles are going to give you light reflecting right away. So if you have any darkness or like puffiness, it's going to help to reflect the light very quickly. Okay. One pump is all you need, by the way. Okay. For the test, though.
Yeah, I've had that happen with eye cream where I just use way too much. Like you can be really, really sparing with it.
Yeah.
Next up, okay, we talked about aging on the neck. I had a reader ask, what's the key to smooth, glowing skin?
Okay, so my Desert Island product is smoothing marine cream exactly for this reason. I wanted to make a moisturizer that would act like a serum and moisturizer in one. And it was important to me that we used ingredients that would penetrate the second and third layer of the dermis, like sugar-derived glycolic acid. And what I like about that ingredient that we did a lot of research on is looking at how it could stimulate your skin to produce its own hyaluronic acid. So the sugar-derived glycolic acid is a small enough molecule that you're going to feel it tingle when you put it on, but it's going to be penetrating the skin to a level that is working on Tuesday when you put it on Monday. And that's I mean, this is an expensive product. Yeah. So it better work. I mean, like we put a lot of active ingredients in our products and a lot of clinical testing and before and after and consumer perceptions. So if you're spending $115 on a moisturizer, which by the way is going to last you about 4 months, the jar, so use very, very little, but it needs to work. So it acts like a serum and moisturizer in one. And what you're going to notice is that your skin is going to look brighter. It's going to have that like plumpness and bounce that starts to go lacking when you're not in your 20s anymore, or maybe when you didn't sleep enough, and it's going to clear your pores as well. So it's kind of helping to it's going to brighten the skin, but also give you that plumpness and lift that you're missing as it's moisturizing.
You know, I haven't tried that yet.
What? I gave it to you.
I know.
You have to try it tonight.
I'm going to
Okay,
try it
now
tonight.
you know why you need to try it.
That's crazy. I'm like so excited to use it. I've just always really like been obsessed with your eye products and your masks. And now I feel like,
good.
and the retinol serum.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, the retinol serum I love.
Yeah, that's
so
one of my.
The retinol rescue face serum is really cool because if you want a more intensive treatment, it's layerable with the retinol rescue overnight cream, and one pump, it soaks right in. It's not shiny, and it's penetrating the skin using red clover extract, which has been shown to help reduce the appearance of pores, and red algae to prevent redness in the skin. But it's going to be targeting different effects of aging in your skin as you're layering it with other products.
Can you layer that with the marine cream?
Yes.
Okay.
Just if you're putting it on during the day, it is gentle enough to use during the day, but put on your SPF over it. And Lisa, yes, you can use it if you have super sensitive skin, but I would test it. Try a pump on your hand first. And if you have very sensitive skin, don't use it twice a day, use it once a day, and see how your skin reacts. But we've had a lot of people with sensitive skin that keep using it, and they really like it.
Okay. I've been getting a lot of questions about skincare in your 50s. So
Yes.
What would you suggest for someone with a little bit more mature skin?
You need a good serum. So we have two serums in Clark's Botanicals. We have the Nourishing Youth Serum that uses pre-complex and hexapeptide 11. And what those are going to do, they're two different neuropeptides that when you massage them into the skin for 30 seconds for 1 month, you're going to see a wrinkle reduction of 50% in the first 30 days of use. So think of your favorite wrinkled shirt. It's like the iron that smooths out the wrinkles. Then we're going to use vitamins A, C, and E along with lecithin, which give you that like rosy glow and peppiness to your skin that might be missing. And we use sodium hyaluronate in the serum. And that's going to give you that bouncy texture that's penetrating the skin. So that's step one. Step two would be the Retinol Rescue Face Serum because you're increasing cell turnover in the skin. So you're getting rid of the older skin cells up top, bringing the new ones out from underneath, like literally kind of regenerating, your skin or just unsheathing like the youngness underneath. And then I would use a smoothing marine cream on top, just very little. So if you look at your pinky nail, that's the amount that you should be using of the smoothing marine cream. You don't need a lot at all. It's very little.
Yeah.
And then you use a deep moisture mask twice a week. You just put it on for 30 minutes.
That's my favorite.
Yes. So that's perfect for dry skin. And a trick is you can leave it on and just use it as a moisturizer because it goes on clear.
Okay, I've done that before. I put it on in the plane and I just like leave it on and then
it doesn't
wash my face. Yeah.
And that has very high concentrations of Japanese green tea extract in it. So when you put it on your skin, it's fighting free radicals. And it's just like nourishing and hydrating the skin from the inside out with dehydrated algae microspheres. So when you put the dehydrated algae microspheres onto your skin, the dehydrated algae microsphere is attracted to underneath the top layer of your dermis, and it attracts moisture from the air. And as that happens, the microsphere plumps up. And what you're going to notice when you put it on your skin is that suddenly your cheekbones are like awake again. You have cheekbones again.
Yeah.
And you don't notice the dryness in your skin anymore. So it gives you that rosy glow.
Yeah.
Might have been missing. And it does it pretty quickly too.
Okay. Good to know. Another big question I got asked multiple times in stories was sunspots. So obviously everyone should be using a sunscreen every day to prevent sun damage, but what are some other things you can do to help prevent or erase/prevent sunspots? So
if you want to help to start to repair past sun damage that you've had or any sort of damage that you've had in your skin, retinol really is a really fantastic ingredient to use. If you want to be very aggressive about sunspots, I think about the Retinol Rescue Face Serum, used twice a day, but just one pump is all you need. And you can put it on your neck and your face. And then you can use the Retinol Rescue Overnight Cream at night, which, by the way, it smells like a cashmere blanket. I don't know if you've tried the overnight cream, right, Grace?
I love it. It smells so good.
It's kind of like...
A cashmere blanket is the perfect description.
It's almost like therapy before you go to sleep because it kind of like lulls you to bed.
It's
as
really
you
relaxing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like you're snuggy. You're wearing your snuggie when you put it on.
Perfect.
So those are two really good products to use to help to reverse sun damage.
Yeah.
Carrot Cake is asking about the radiance mask, which is actually really good to use if you have sun damage as well, because it uses white genepi extract. White genepi extract is an EcoCert ingredient that's made from a rare alpine tree extract, actually. It helps to reverse and repair extracellular damage that you have in the top layer of your dermis. So if you use this intense radiance mask once a week or twice a week for about 30 minutes, it's going to warm up. And it's a white clay mask, so then you rinse it off. But you're going to start to notice that your skin looks more clear and radiant. A trick with this product is if you can put the deep moisture mask on just before putting on the clay mask. And because the clay mask is self-warming, the active ingredients from the deep moisture mask penetrate the skin even more because you're opening the pores with the clay.
Okay.
Or
I love a double mask.
So you can double mask or pick your favorite serum. Like the Nourishing Youth Serum, you put 1 pump of the Nourishing Youth Serum, and then you put the Intense Radiance Mask on right after it.
Okay. Good to know.
And that's going to penetrate even more.
Ooh, I love that. So
Yeah.
wait, what do you do afterwards? So you put them, then you rinse it off. So then do you put more serum on afterwards?
Like if you're going to bed, what I would do is, okay, I'll give you 2 scenarios. If you're going out to, I don't know, a gala or a first date.
I haven't had one of those in a while.
Okay, so let's say you're going on a date.
Yeah.
If you want to prepare and pep your skin up, I would use the Nourishing Youth Serum first, 1 pump on your neck and your face. Then you put the Intense Radiance Mask on second. Keep it on for 25 to 30 minutes. It's going to warm and tingle up your skin. And then you rinse it off with lukewarm to like semi-warm water. And then after that, you can put 1 pump more of Nourishing Youth Serum and the Smoothing Marine Cream.
Okay.
But it's going to give you that like as if you had a facial kind of look.
Oh.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love your little like secrets that you're giving us. I hope everyone's paying close attention.
Yeah. I'm happy to answer any other. I'm always here, so yeah.
Well, I have a few more questions. Do you have time?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about hyperpigmentation? I think that kind of goes along with the sunspots. Would you say
Yeah.
same thing?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, what about needle rolling? What do you think about that?
I've personally
haven't
I've never tried needle rolling. I've seen that it works for other people. I can't really comment on it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
The reason why I haven't tried it is that I've seen the benefits of not needing it. And the smoothing marine. So I feel like the smoothing marine cream tingles like as if you did like needle rolling, but it was gentle.
Yeah.
Because the ingredients are penetrating. So I've never had a need to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel the same. Like I've just always had other things I'd rather spend my money on or do, but it
Right.
sounds interesting.
Right.
Yeah. There was another question. Sorry. If someone's like looking to create a basic morning and evening skincare routine, what would you tell them? I think this is for someone who's like more of a skincare beginner.
Okay, so if you have kind of more sensitive skin that is more dry, I'm going to give you 2 different routines depending on your skin type. Soothing herbal face wash first because it uses cucumber extract, aloe vera extract, and vitamin E along with our jasmine.
And I love it.
It's creamy. It does not have any sodium lauryl sulfates in it. By the way, none of our products have parabens inside
Oh, good.
of them.
That's important.
So the Soothing Herbal Face Wash, it has lavender extract, so it has this very kind of soothing, calming scent that smells a little bit like jasmine too, but it's a creamy cleanser, so it will not suds up. So it's moisturizing as it's cleansing. Next, I would use the Nourishing Youth Serum. 1 pump is all that I need because I have more oily skin right now that it's warm outside. And then I would put the Anti-Puff Eye Cream. Again, 1 pump. Using your ring finger, you tap gently underneath and above the eye, which is just going to moisturize the skin and also help to treat some of the fine lines and wrinkles. If you want a more intensive eye treatment, use the Retinol Rescue Eye Serum in addition to the eye cream. And then I would use the Smoothing Marine Cream because that's going to give you long-lasting moisturization.
Okay.
If you have more oily skin, I would use the Skin Clearing Face and Body Wash first. You put it on your face for about 45 seconds. Like I put it on when my skin is oily right now. I would put it on my face and my shoulders for about 45 seconds. And the salicylic acid, along with the willow bark extract and the eucalyptus extract, are going to help to clarify the skin and get rid of excess sebum. But there's little brown bits in this cleanser that's actually algae extract. What's good about that is that it's actually going to be nourishing and moisturizing as you're exfoliating gently. So it's not overly drying. It smells like lemon. The lemony scent is actually from the algae, which is like a funny tidbit. Yeah.
That's so weird.
I know, you would never think that.
You'd never think that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, a couple more questions. Exfoliation, how often should you do that?
I exfoliate every other day. And I mean, like, obviously I'm a guy, but I get a lot of
You have
ingrown
perfect
hair.
skin though.
No, like you can kind of see that I get ingrown hairs, like when you look closely. And if I don't exfoliate, they pop up every 2 days, every 2 to 3 days. And it looks like really bad acne, but then I start to break out. My skin also doesn't sweat, so sometimes I'll exfoliate every day, but I'll be much more gentle about exfoliating using the Skin Clearing Face and Body Wash. And if I want to do a deeper exfoliating treatment, I'll use my Clarisonic with the Skin Clearing Face and Body Wash.
Okay. We got a question about sunscreen. Sunscreen.
Yeah, last step.
Yeah.
You always put SPF last. And use your favorite sunscreen that you like. I mean, I like the more matte finish ones for my own skin, but if I don't put sunscreen on, then I notice a difference in my skin within like 2 weeks. I'll start to notice a change right away. So I always put sunscreen on.
Yeah, always. Okay, I've got 2 more questions for you. Can we do that?
Of course.
Okay. What about products for acne-prone skin? And any suggestions for like getting rid of a really bad breakout? That last question is for me. You can't see it in this light, but I'm breaking out on my chin, and I'm upset.
Oh, I can't see it at all. Okay. It's because you had all the peach ice cream in Atlanta.
I know. My skin's like, sugar, what have you done? I had 3.
You tried like
3
3 different flavors until you found the one you liked? I know. I was looking at that on
I
your
found
feed.
one I liked, and I kept going.
Okay, so if you have a breakout and you want to be treating that breakout, I would use the Skin Clearing Face and Body Wash. Again, leave it on for 45 seconds before you wash your face or use it in the shower. So put it on like as a little bit of a treatment. And then I would use the Nourishing Youth Serum because it has retinol palmitate. So the more gentle vitamin A and that product is actually, I find, is very helpful for when I have a breakout because it helps to clear out the pores more, but it's more gentle. And then I like to use the Smoothing Marine Cream. And the reason why I use that is because the glycolic acid that's inside the Smoothing Marine Cream actually helps to clear the pores. Now at night, I have another kind of hack that I like to use for the Intense Radiance Mask. Use a Q-tip, dop it, put a little drop of the mask on a red spot that you have because it has natural antibacterial properties to the mask. So it actually helps to clear up where you might have like a red spot from acne. And the Genepi extract helps to clarify and brighten the skin where it might be darker after you've already broken out.
Oh, that's so interesting. Because I was doing the Radiance Mask earlier and I didn't put it on the area where I'm breaking out because I was worried.
No, that's where you should put it. So put it everywhere. But then
I did it wrong.
When you go to bed, just put like a little dollop on wherever you're breaking out. It's going to dry, so it's not going to like get your bed dirty, but you just put a little bit on, and when you wake up in the morning, it's been treating your acne spots all night.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and it's not overly drying, so people think that because it's clay.
It's not. I had it on all over my face, and my face is like glowy and like very happy right now.
Yeah, I don't even notice the breakout. So
no, it's right here. See?
Okay, so put it on tonight when you go to sleep.
I will.
We'll do a progress update.
Should we do another live tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. I'm always free for you, Grace.
Perfect. The last question, I think I know the answer, but if you could choose one product from the line, only one, which would it be?
So, you have 8 children on a lifeboat. Which one are you going to save? My desert island product is the smoothing marine cream.
I thought so.
And the reason why, well, first of all, it took 5 years to formulate the smoothing marine cream. We went through 78 different versions until we found Jasmine Absolute. The smoothing marine cream for me, because it was the first product, but I only wanted one thing that would make my skin look good again. That was a product that did it.
Yeah.
And you're talking about Café Arabica, which is a great antioxidant. You're talking about glucosamine HCl, which is one of the strongest antioxidants that you can use, along with the sugar-derived glycolic acid, which is penetrating the skin. You feel it working. It's waking your skin up. Even if you feel tired, it's going to give you that rosy glow. Like, even when you're just like, oh my God, I don't want to go to work. Or like, oh my God, I really don't want to like go out with my friend. I don't feel like it right now. Your skin is actually going to make it look like, oh no, she wants to. Like, she looks good and she's ready to go. So it's going to pep you up and make you look like they're going to swipe right. Like, I think if you use the smoothing marine cream for 4 weeks and you were to be on Tinder or whatever, they're going to swipe right. It's going to make you look like the best version of yourself. And it's one product. So if you were to try one product and you've never heard of, nobody's heard of Clark's Botanicals, and we're the skincare line that, we're small, we're indie, we're not in every store, but that's because we've never had any advertising budget. And it's important for us to have customer feedback, and that's why I love doing this with you, because I can speak directly to you, Grace, and we can also speak directly to people that are watching and answer questions. And it's important to do that because the intention of what we did with Clark's Botanicals was not to make products to sell them, but more to make products that would change my skin and then change your skin because of that. So we spend 4 years. It takes years for us to make new products. We will never be a skincare line that has, 6 or 7 new products launching every year. We stick to the basics. We keep it simple. They have to work. And if you have more than 4 to 5 steps in a routine, the honest truth is that you're probably not going to keep that routine up. So we try to keep it like around four products most. And then if you want to do a treatment once or twice a week, that's it. But you have to keep it simple and it has to be effective. Otherwise, what's the point?
I totally agree. Where can people buy the products besides the website? And you guys, if you use the code TheStripe25, you
should use clarksbotanicals.com because Grace has a discount for you guys. We also have this really cool sampling program where we send you samples. And I think it's like $1. I don't know. You can look, but a lot of people ask that question. We're also sold we're on QVC sometimes, Derm Store, Amazon, but our website really is the best with Grace's discount code. And sometimes we give special previews to new products as they come out on our website before it goes to everybody else.
Oh, I like
so, yeah. Well, I like to, and the reason why is that we have such loyal customers. We have a 98% customer retention rate, and what that means is when most people try our products, they see a difference, so they will buy it again. That's important to me. Yeah. It's also really important to me to know when something does not work. It's almost more important to know when it doesn't work because then we can fix it and we can address it. Yeah. And so wherever you guys buy the products, Grace, what is your discount code?
It's TheStripe25. So, and that'll be 25% off, which is huge. Beauty is never discounted more than 10% off. I worked in retail for years.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was an assistant buyer.
Yeah. So, and you've seen, you try products all the time. And
every single one of my girlfriends uses the Retinol Rescue Eye Cream, the eye serum.
oh, the eye serum. Yeah.
Yeah, every single one.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's one thing. Like, I know, like the marine cream is the hero, but that's my hero. I love it.
It's good. So you know what? We can have a team of superheroes.
Yes.
And your superhero is the eye serum. Mine's a smoothing marine cream. We could put little capes around them. And
we'll do that for our next one.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I think.
Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention. When you have the basis of, I have found, in speaking to a lot of makeup artists, is when your skin looks good, you're creating the perfect canvas for perfect makeup. You're going to find that you need less foundation, less cover-up, less blush, your skin just glows from the inside out. And when you need less...
I don't wear face makeup because I take such good care of my skin. I hate makeup.
There you go.
Yeah.
And your skin looks good in any light. And I think that your complexion...
A little questionable right now, but...
No, but that's the thing. It still looks good, I have like a huge lighter on my phone right now that looks like a toilet bowl cover.
Oh my God, do you have...
So
I want to get that thing. Is it a ring?
Yeah, I have the massive ring right now. I feel like I'm...
Well, you look amazing. I want to get that.
Okay. We'll use ours. We'll use this one together next time, and we'll do it side by side.
Yes, perfect.
Somebody was asking about older skin just now. I just wanted to say, for older skin, I would double up on the Retinol Rescue Face Serum, the Retinol Rescue Overnight Cream, and then use the Nourishing Youth Serum during the day with the Smoothing Marine Cream. Just to answer that question.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, thank you so much. I feel like you are just like, every time we hang out, virtually or IRL, I learn so much from you. So thank you.
I mean, I love it. I can talk about skincare all day and all night. I love speaking about how we formulate. I love speaking about ingredients. I love hearing from everybody that tuned in. I mean, it's such an honor, first of all, to have met you in person at the Space and K event. And then
fun.
2 weeks ago, that was so much fun. And then just... next time we'll do it in person. We'll do it side by side. But I'm happy to do it all the time. So thank you.
Perfect. Somebody asked if you're wearing makeup. I think you're not, but just wanted to
No, look.
I'm not wearing makeup either. It's too late for makeup. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's it. I'm going to save this to my stories, and then I'm going to upload it to IGTV so that if you guys want to reference it later, you can.
Thanks for watching.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, Grace.